What you're seeing is my brand new 6'7" two-way sharpshooter. And honestly, this is going to be my main build from here on out. Not that my other build was bad, but I pretty much figured out how to play NBA 2K26, and it is shoot the ball. Shooting is incredibly overpowered this year, and if you're confident in your jump shot and you know rhythm shooting, you can be an absolute game changer from the sharpshooter position. So I'll show you guys how to make a sharpshooter, and you guys see how I'm playing on it. It is literally unstoppable. If you guys make this build, do me a favor, drop a like and sub, but let me just get you guys into the best sharpshooter build on the game. So let's get in the builder, and let me just show you guys exactly how to make this build. To start things off, I went shooting guard. You can go point guard, small forward, whatever. 6'7", 192 pounds with a 6'8" wingspan. You unlock slender, balanced, and buff body types. Okay, so to start off with the build, we're gonna go 3-point first, and we're gonna max this up all the way to 90, because at a 90 3-pointer is when you unlock the deep bomber takeover. You can't even equip that unless you have a 90 3-pointer. So now we have deep bomber, and our mid-range is going to be going up to a 92, but we're going to be using 4 cap breakers on this to get this to a 96. The reason we want 96 is you will get Deadeye, Set Shot Specialist, and Shifty Shooter all on Hall of Fame, so that is just insanely good shooting badges on Hall of Fame. Then you can use your max +1 to get to Legend, which I will show you guys after. Next, our ball handle, we're going to go ahead and put this all the way up to an 81. I know you're a sharp, so you don't need to put this as high, but I wanted it for the handles for days silver, because I still do dribble a little bit. And then speed with ball, we're going to go ahead and max out to 83, because I think you just want to be as fast as possible with the ball in your hands. It is extremely important. Next is pass accuracy. You are going to be 71. This is just a sweet spot this year, guys. I have 2 builds, both have 71, and both throw lasers. You don't need more than this, trust me. And then this is where it gets fun. We're going to get our perimeter defense all the way up to a 92. So you have 92 perimeter defense on a 6'7". This build plays defense, and then we're going to put our steal to a 73 so that we unlock at least silver interceptor. And I get a lot of steals on this build, not on ball. I'm not going to actually get plucks because nobody gets plucks, but I get a lot of lanes because I'm 6'7" and pretty tall. Next is our rebounding. Guys, this build is literally all around good. Offensive rebound, we're going to put this all the way up to a 67, and we're going to put our defensive rebound up to a 57. So you'll get animations for whenever you decide to go for rebounds. This is actually really clutch because a lot of people run double ISO. They try ISOing your popper, you need to crash. You really need rebounding this year. And then speed, agility, strength, vertical. You guys know I love making my players fast. We're going to go 89 speed. We will end up using 1 cap breaker to get this to 90. And then we're going to go all the way up to 84 agility. And then we're not going to be weak either. We're going to go 72 strength so that we unlock immovable enforcer and at least a brick wall. And then to finish it off, we're going to be able to dunk on this build too. 60 vertical, so you get the Devin Booker dunk package, and then put your driving dunk to a 75, because that is the exact dunk requirement to get Devin Booker, which is by far the fastest unblockable dunk package in the game this year. And then lastly, we are going to finish this build up with standing dunk. And we're going to put that all the way up to a 40. And look at that. That is the build. That is the two-way sharpshooter. I'm going to go over it towards the end when I show you guys my full build and badges that I'm rocking right now. I'll show you everything you want to know about this build, but this is how you make them. And as you see, when we bring them to the builder, your archetype is a two-way sharpshooter. I haven't been a sharpshooter in a long time. Well, actually, I guess I was a sharpshooter last year, but last year doesn't count. This is an actual sharpshooter. You guys saw how the game was in the beginning. Let me show you guys more about this build. All right, so this is what the build looks like right now. I only have 1 cap breaker, and I did put it on my mid-range. And when you do get cap breakers, if you really want pass accuracy, you can. But like I said, I'm going to get a 96 mid-range, and I'm going to get a 90 speed. That's going to be where my first 5 cap breakers go, is mid-range and speed. And then for badges, you see I am pretty much maxed out on badges, and then the badge perks, this is what I'm rocking. If you guys saw in the beginning, I fade literally every shot. So Shifty Shooter Legend is extremely clutch, and then Limitless Range Gold. But once you get the 96 midi, you can get Shifty Shooter Hall of Fame. So you can move this to your max +1, and then you can move Limitless Range to your max +2 and get Hall of Fame Limitless. That's a big reason why I made this build and did the 96 mid-range. And just to show you guys, this is my shooting percentage from every single spot on the court. I would say around 90% of my shots are literally fading rhythm shots. I rhythm shot damn near every time, and almost every time it's a fade because In 2K, when fading is just as good as standing shots, there's no reason to do standing shots, you might as well fade. And although I only have about 50 games played with him, I'll show you guys my 2K card about a day and a half into it. This is what it's looking like. Not too bad. Shooting this year is incredibly overpowered. That's why I made this two-way sharpshooter build. And now real quick, I'll show you guys here all the dribble moves on my build, but there's only a few I use, and I'll show you guys the important ones. Zach LaVine dribble style, by far the most important thing on these builds that are 6'6" or above. You need it. It is the fastest speed boost. Make sure you have Zach LaVine dribble style on. And then the Vince Carter step back. This is when you just hold RT and go down on the right stick. This is really the only move I do on this build because you get a really fast speed boost off of it, and it's really easy to just get space and fade off of it. So Vince Carter step back, Zach LaVine dribble style. Of course, you guys know I fade almost all my shots, so dribble pull-up will be Pro 2, also extremely important. And then lastly, what people don't realize is motion style. Jalen Suggs will just make you much faster. This is really, really good. And you know what? Here's my jump shot, guys. Throw it on the screen for a few seconds. If you guys see this, do me a favor, drop a like just for showing the jump shot for you guys. It's absolute cash. And we will finish this off with just some gameplay, unedited. In the beginning, I cut it out, but on my last video, a few of you guys said you guys just prefer unedited gameplays to see how I play. Well, here you go. This is how I play on my sharpshooter. It is nothing fancy. It is nothing special. I catch the ball, I run, and I fade, or I catch the ball, I do the Vince Carter step back, I speed boost, I run, and I fade. Now, I know this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. That's why it's probably not going to be the most entertaining gameplay in the world. But if you want to win fast, you want to win efficiently, and you want to win effectively, I genuinely think this is the play style to go. Now, on my 6'6" that I uploaded a couple days ago, I was still shooting like 73%, but I realized shooting is just so overpowered, and I feel like I'm barely even driving the ball. Why don't I just make a build with like 75 dunk? I was honestly thinking about making a build with no dunk, but I had the attributes. I'm like, you know what, I might as well put the Devin Booker dunk on in case I decide to play with the popper. But guys, shooting is so good this year, especially rhythm shooting. I would say that is my biggest tip to any of you watching this right now, is if you are still shooting with X, try and make the change and go to rhythm shooting. You guys know me. I've been playing 2K for 10 years. I've been shooting with X for 10 years. I did not want to rhythm shoot last year at all. I didn't. But once I saw they added these rhythm fades to this game, I had to try them out. And after my first like 3 shots, I said, yeah, this is broken. The green window is way too big on this. But yeah, this two-way sharpshooter is absolutely insane. You guys see how I play on them. If you guys want to play like this and win games quick, go ahead and make them. If you guys did enjoy this video or make this build, do me a favor, drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.